Hey y'alls, this is Solomon Rambling. Today we're visiting the Namco Museum, home of many masterpieces in the Namco catalog. The purpose of me playing this is I didn't really describe anything well in my own review, so why not make a video that shows everything that these games have to offer. Our first one here is Pac Man. If you don't know what Pac Man is, I'd like to know which rock you've been living under, and I'd like to come join, because that sounds like a pretty schwanky place. But Pac Man's like one of those games that everybody's played, along with Mario, Tetris, Candy Crush, Solitaire, Tic-Tac-Toe. Yeah, Pac Man's one of those games that if you don't know about it, you've probably not enjoyed life like you need to. That was some smooth moves right there on my part. But your basic description is you have to get pellets because you have this insatiable hunger, and you got to watch out for ghosts who represent your past trauma. So you keep munching pellets. The stage never changes. That was a feature introduced in the female version of this game. This is one of those games that was forward thinking by changing the gender. I don't know if that's actually true, but we're going to call it that way because other than that, there's not much more to describe. I ate ghosts. I ate pellets. We can call this game America the game, because all you're focused on is eating stuff. And considering that most of the stuff does not have any nutritional value, or at least what I'm thinking, this is a good little metaphor. Oh no. Next up, we got Galaga. This is like Space Invaders, but made by Namco instead of Square Enix. The only difference between this one and Space Invaders really is the inclusion of obstacles, and that these enemies are a little more proactive when they try to attack you. Rather than all working together, they branch off and try to kill you at that point. It's a vertical shooter. You can only have 2 of your bullets on the screen at a time because the systems were flawed back then and they couldn't incorporate that many bullets. Don't you try to hurt me. That's right. This is how I win. This is how I rule the world. Oh, all those sound effects for nothing. Wasn't even worth it. This, along with Pac Man, is the game I would always play at like the pizza parlors, where there was more grease than actual food. And so, it was fun. You beg your parents for quarters because they were sick of you, and they'd give it to you. And you get to play for like 2 minutes, and then you die, because these games are obscenely hard. And because you're a kid, you don't have hand-eye coordination or patience. So, you just keep fighting. Yeah! Yeah, I did that. Okay, we're going to see if we're going to beat the high score. I have not beaten the high score. Mainly because this game includes Galaga 88, which is the vastly superior version of this. So playing this one is just here really if all you care about is nostalgia, or for some reason are one of those purists that say the original's better. Which is always a lie. Always. Super Mario Bros. Is a classic, but it does not beat the newer renditions of Mario. Super Mario Bros. 3. That one's a classic. That one took Mario to new places. Different worlds, even, if you could say that. And like the original Zelda, yeah, it's good. It's forward thinking. But if you say that's your favorite Zelda, you're wrong. You actually like Link to the Past more. You just want to be one of those people that's like, I liked it when it first came out. Ugh. Oh, there we go. Stage 4. See? Stage 4 is usually a bad thing, but here, it means progress. Editor 1, I do not know if we're going to keep that joke in, because that was like a subtle jab at Stage 4 cancer, and that's wildly inappropriate. Hey, I am so close to getting that high score. That's awesome. Let's get this high score. Let's kill some ships. Hey, no. That's a Super Smash Bros. Item. It's just as cheap in that game as it's cheap in this game. Die. Ugh. You both you and I know how this is going to go down. Either you or I are going to die. Stop being a wuss. Don't do your acrobatics. There we go. Right here. Okay, we got it. Stage 5. We're going to get a high score. We're going to load it up online. People are going to see Solomon Rambling knows how to play Galaga. Oh, jeez. Okay. We got this. Oh,
ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Okay, see, this is why I don't like this game. Shots fired. Bad. Done. Now we got Dig Dug. Because Dig Dug's the only other game Namco can really say is popular. I think this was like the first true time I really played Dig Dug. Like, I always wanted to get a Namco Museum collection when I was younger. Like, I think the one that struck out most to me was like the GameCube version. And so, like, this is one of the games that they advertise as being part of the collection. And then again, it's been advertised in every single Namco arcade collection because it is like the other popular series they have, even though they haven't made a new game in it for frickin' ever, if that's true. I don't know if that's true anymore. Oh, that was bad. So, eventually I came to play it, and your main job is to blow up creatures with your little hose. It's kind of graphic, but, you know, that's your job, is to dig around. Like, this game is nowhere near as good as Mr. Driller, which isn't included in this collection, which is dumb. But that's okay. They weren't trying too hard. And then the last one tries to run away because it's a wuss. Come back here. Yes, that's right. Ah, nope. This is like the most lyrically annoying game because the music only happens when you're moving. Oh no. Ah, that's right. Oh, that was skillful. Generally what you notice, this is one of the games where the controls are so annoying because they're kind of slippery. This is where a D-pad doesn't do it justice. You really do need that arcade joystick. Come back here. I killed you all. Bloodshed. We got this going. And this is why there were no streamers back in the day. Because the games were so shallow, you couldn't really talk about anything. We got even darker tones of dirt. That means we've gone far in our journeys, everybody. Oh, well, that's it. Up next, we have the awful pile of crap, which is called Tower Druaga. 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 The Tower of Druaga. It's not even a tower, that's a mountain. Druaga. Druaga. The Tower of Druaga. Drew. Druaga. The Tower of Druaga. It's a bad game with a bad name. So bad that they have to give you the story on the side of the screen. Supposedly some people like this. I don't know who they are. But they must love the joy of walking at a snail's pace. So yeah, that's me walking as fast as my little feet will carry me. Oh my goodness. And as you can see, my time doesn't have much to go off of it. Oh, come back here, slimes. Oh, boy. Oh. Well, that's what you get for waving your little stick at a slime. Okay, let's try that again. Well, okay, we missed that one too. That's okay. Let's get past floor 1, people. We're going to make this high score. Let's go a different way. We're going to go up. Oh, it is awful. You know, can't you imagine going to the arcade to play this? You're like, I want to play a game. Let's play Tower of Druaga. Come back here. Come back here. No. You gonna? Nope. Okay. Slime death. That's the first death. Well, I got to the first place of Tower of Druaga. Let's try that again. Let's go fight in Druaga. The Agadru. Ooh, starting a new location. This is what you call a roguelite. Progress restarts every time you try. Well, can't go that way. So let's go this way instead. Okay, get the... Kill him. Kill the slime. Oh no. Oh. Oh, no, that's a death. That's a death too. Make way, cut down the slimes. That's not even a complete sentence. Make way, cut down slimes. Last. Well, I'm glad that you're able to speak somewhat. Never turn your back on black magic. That's another good piece of advice. Oh, it's the key. Okay, come on, slime. I'm gonna go after it. Yes, I got the key. Here we go. We're making progress. See? We got this. The time is almost out already. We didn't dilly-dally. I'm scared of the slime. Okay, we got it. We got it. No. Okay. Floor 1 of Druaga is done. We are winners. Winner is you and me. We are Mr. Gill, and we're going to save that girl. And it's going to be a good time. She's going to appreciate the heck out of us for walking this dungeon with these slimes. Yes, I killed one! That's XP right there, I think. No, okay. Vertical strikes are not Mr. Gill's forte. Let's try this again. Can't wait to go through a gate so it says whack and I can follow through with a pat, pat, pat. Oh, it's the key. Like, seriously, what's the game? Oh my god, this is the game I want to play. Where the hit section is worse than that. The time system. Oh, no. No, game over, player 1. Okay, editor 1. If you can make this game entertaining, it'll be awesome. Yeah, just think of... I have wasted, theoretically, 75 cents if I was in the arcade right now. And I haven't even gotten to floor 3. I've killed one slime. Nope, I almost killed the second. Oh, there are so many slimes this way. I cannot do this. They scare me. Okay. Oh god, they're evil. Aha, okay. So, now we just gotta work our way all the way back. He's gonna limp along. How quickly his feet are moving. I hope for a little more than just this little snail space. Oh, look at time's about to run out. We're not gonna get there, guys. Time's gonna run out. Any second now. Boop, 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 boop. They have like 60 seconds and there's like some type of evil person. Hello? Hello? Ah, that's where it is. Okay. Floor 2. Done. We got this. We're gonna save her. Making good progress. Oh, but there's other guys that can kill me. No, I can't fight you. I give up. What? He went past me. Okay. So you got this little kid, teenager. It's like, I just worked my butt off at the local fizzy pop. And I want to spend all my games on Tower of Druaga. And this is what you get. You get to level 3 against a blue guy that you can't hurt. And there's 2 blue guys. Oh, great. Now, how do I do this? Well, this is the end of the world, everyone. Goodbye. This is how the movie ends. Bye. Well, it was a hard-fought battle. I tried my darn hardest. And that's Tower of Druaga. Say it all together, people. Druaga. We go from one classic and go on to another classic. Now, mind you, as we play this game, this is the same year that Super Mario Bros. Came out. That's right. So, seems fine. Halfway point. I need to get the bomb. Got it. So we got this. Drop it. Yeah! Yeah, I got it. Land here. Up. Oh. That's what's being called killed by divine punishment. Again, this is another game where it's like, it's impossible to get past the first 3 levels. Other people have probably done it, but I'm going to complain that it's not possible. Like, I think theoretically, Sky Kid has a following, but I don't know who follows it. And who's like aching to play Sky Kid. When there are so many other games, side-scroller shooters, that had better graphics, a better concept, and made at the same time too. Hey, that's right. Took you guys all out. We're gonna land. We're gonna land. Yes! That was the first time I've landed, and I got like rewarded with women. This is the best game ever. It has everything. Bombs, birds, chicks. You got everything. Complete package. 10 out of 10. would fly again. And now we got Rolling Thunder, which is the stiffest version of a side-scrolling, not a side-scroller, it's a running gun. He's not really running, he's taking his sweet time, but he can jump like a fiend, let me tell you that. Look at him go, see? Wow, ouch, ouch, okay. That's the basic concept, is you duck, you can jump up, and that gave you your gimmick, is that there's enemies on top that they can jump on top of you and surprise you. Then you get some occasional cool bullets. And this one was, the first one you couldn't play co-op. The second one you can play co-op. But this was too advanced for whatever year this was. Oh, look at good old, holy what is that? That was horrifying. It was like some green alien Dragon Ball Z ripoff. Like, I want to know what cult these guys are from, that they wear the most obnoxious uniforms in the world. Like, who designed this? I think the boss took their 3-year-old daughter and said, please make me a costume. She chose the most obnoxious colors because she's an idiot and 3 years old. Dang. There. Oh, well, okay. Druaga. Oh, look it. It's in 4th place now. There's that. Holy sh! Yeah, they didn't even animate his whole face. They just animated his bottom chin. And Galaga 88. Things are getting better. Wonder if they're ordered based on chronological order. Anyway, here's Galaga 88. Made however many years after the other one. It's better. Now we get to Splatterhouse, which was the 1980s version of, you know, like scary and edginess in video games. This is no Mortal Kombat, but it's a pretty gruesome game, I guess, for arcades back in the day. Like, here's a knife. It makes a bat sound. Yeah, I imagine this is like really cool for kids. Look at that guy. That guy looks scary as heck. That guy vomited on the ground. This is like the game that you don't really want to play, but your mom's there and you want to look cool and kind of defy authority, so you're like, I want to play that one. And she's like, can't you just play Pac Man? And you're like, no, I hate authority. So your mom said exasperately, I will let you play this. And then she's like, why are you killing the bats? What did the bats do? And you say, I don't know. Find myself in the meat room, where I have my friend over there. Oh, stop it. This is literally the strategy they recommend online. It's working so far. Let's look at that butt. I do like how our main character has like a really fine chisel butt. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't quit. We're going to keep this because I don't like the 2x4. And we want to change the discussion to, ouch, change it to anything other than butts, because that was a weird topic. Doesn't show on the guy on the side. He has no butt in that picture over there, but in game he has a butt. Let it be known. And now we got Tank Force, the one that everyone was surprised at why it was even included in this package. Out of all of them, this is one I've actually completed because you're able to. If you have a second person playing, as long as one of you is alive, the game keeps going. So we were able to see the entirety of the game. And it's a mildly fun game because you can compete with each other to see who gets the most points. It's still cooperative. And so it was fun. We actually went through it all. The upgrades are pretty good. It's, again, not a remarkable game in any means. The levels start repeating themselves after like 15. There's only a certain number of bosses, but it's simple enough that it's still fun, and it not stupidly hard enough for that to the point where you don't want to play. So Tank Force was a win. It's the main way I played all this time. Yeah. Yes! Took him with me. Tank Force. Or what's this called? Tank Force, I mean. Tank Force. See, it doesn't even have that recognizable of a name compared to Tower of Druaga. Tower of Druaga just kind of spills from the mouth. It's like vomiting, except you're saying words. Druaga. Druaga. Die. And I bring you Rolling Thunder 2, featuring the man that was a dress. A very hairy dress. Like, her face is even messed up. Her nose is upturned. She has some pretty deep wrinkles underneath her eyes. And there's a story, but I don't care. I see that they've updated their outfits last time. They're thinking that the Ku Klux Klan look wasn't working for them, and so they decided on something a little less racist and basis. So the game looks better. You can play it co-op with somebody else if you want to torture them. No. Ah. Hello? Ha! I keep joking around with that, but there's a timer. It's still the same game, though. Other than getting some fresh coat of paint, there's nothing much different about it. Finally, we got Pac Man Versus. Pac Man Versus is typically something that you want to play with 2 Switch consoles, but that would involve me getting up and making player 2 play, and I'm not too game for that. So I'm going to show what it would look like if you didn't have that second person playing with you. Instead, you just go against computers, and the first one to get Pac-Man the most times wins. So you got your announcer as Mario, essentially. You got this limited field of view, which is fun. This is what this reminds me of most is the Mario Run game from Nintendo Land, where one person had to hide as a Mario character and the other bunches of people had to catch him. And aha! So if you like that Nintendo Land concept, you like this too. For $30, it's not worth it just to get it for this. So if there's other games you enjoyed, maybe you like it. But as you can see from my experience, I don't enjoy this repetitive kind of high score game that you're looking for. And I want something with a little more depth, a little more interactivity, and these games don't have it. And especially if you don't have a second Switch system, even a game like Pac Man Versus isn't worthwhile. All these nostalgia-based games, like some of them have their quality. The Sonic Mega Collection was worthwhile when I played it, and all it was all the Genesis Sega games, Sonic games, and those games are more simplistic compared to today's standards, but they hold up rather well. Even a game like Super Mario Brothers does a good job of looking good in this day and age. And like Pac-Man too. Pac-Man has done well because the core concept is fun. Galaga the same way. Dig Dug not so much. But there's a reason these classics have endured. And with how many different renditions of Pac-Man there are out there, you can even get, I think, like a free version, or you might as well just get the Pac-Man Championship Edition if you're really craving to get that classic gameplay style. Otherwise, something like this isn't worth it because you're going to grow bored of it pretty quickly. At least I was. So do I think these packages are worthwhile? Sure, I think Namco Museum could stick around, but it needs to do something more than what the other systems did. The other systems had like a huge selection of games to choose from. I don't understand why Namco can't do that. The honest reason is they probably just want to keep making these every couple years so they can't release every game, otherwise they've already maxed their potential. But even older systems had like remix levels where they brought a twist to the formula, and that would have been worthwhile for this one to at least justify the purchase. And that was all of Namco Museum. It was a lot of games. A lot of them are not worth your time, weren't worth my time. But you know what? We got through all of them. It was a good little retrospective of everything you wanted to ever play with Namco. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can make a comment. If you think I'm totally wrong about Namco's classics, leave a comment. Go read the review, which is a lot better and more coherent than this video. And we'll call it a day. So, well, Bye. I died again. Do not touch my candy. Who said you can have my candy? Oh my god. Editor 1, if you would have believed that someone's eating my candy. It was a sad day over here.